Order.
All good.
Good. All right, so good evening, everyone. We're gonna go ahead and call this meeting to order. Is the Neighborhood Improvement Committee. Regular monthly meeting is 8:36 p.m. And I'll do the roll call. Felicia Salazar,
Present.
Frank Pellegrino. Helen Roldan,
Present.
Isabella Corso. Javier Lee Soto. Jesus Mendoza.
Present.
Juan Estrada.
Present.
Rudy Oredo, present. We have a quorum. We're gonna move on to order of business, referral, addition, deletion.
Yeah, so I think our items 7B and 8B might be the same thing, so I don't know if we want to combine.
Okay, yes,
Um,
so we'll delete the B part. We'll leave it on no business.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
You have to add elections, because they're generating.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's right.
all right, the B. Okay, so now we'll put. So then it'll
New
be,
business.
yeah, the
Yeah.
new business C, no, will be B. The regular B.
Correct. Yeah, so it'd be 18.
All right, so we'll do AC. That's fine. Elections. Okay,
And-
anything else?
For the record, who's doing minutes?
I'm doing minutes.
Minutes?
Okay, perfect.
All right, anything else? All right. So, motion by Helen. I second that motion.
Oh, yes. for
Yeah,
that,
to the,
yes.
yeah. for the- I think they go, what did I motion? All in favor, say aye. Against? All right. Moving on to, that's funny. Public comments, anyone from the public that would like to speak? Seeing none, we'll move on. Approval of the minutes. And everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes from the last meeting.
I don't know if item 8A is correct, because I took it one of my scribbles here. So if you wanna look at it and
I think that we have,
corrections on it, 'cause I don't like.
it's right there. You wanna, just look at the budget really quick, the numbers?
The committee,
We have it here, the budget, no, the
It's on the-
last sheet. There we go. There. No, just tell me the numbers and we'll check to see.
Oh, okay.
So the last budget was 8343, the total. So we have that?
66, 50.
Okay, so. Oh, so we over budget, no, it's over budget, I'm sorry. Okay, no, she wrote here over budget, okay, so we over budget for last year. And then the special, what is special assessment mean?
it reaches something like we could get some money, and that's why I was confused when I wrote the minutes, I wasn't sure.
5,500, is there anywhere it says 5,500?
So, yeah, 5,500 is for
For the bike ride.
pedestrian bike ride, yeah.
Okay, so the 50, so just, I guess take out special assessment and put in their bike rates?
Pedestrian,
Yeah, that's the bike rates.
hmm,
And then
400.
budget
for
per
the-
ride, okay, that, yeah, that's what I think one of the charges. They have brought up, they looked it up to what cost us, when we brought it down into the numbers of rights. Is what you have to budget. Okay,
So that last number is correct?
yes, that's,
The only
that is about right.
correction was
Yep.
the special assessment by price and then there is.
Yeah, just bike, that's all.
Yeah, I was worried about all these numbers. Okay.
All right, is there any other changes? Felicia, you want a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve it. That's correct.
I second that. Any additional discussions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Against? The ayes have it. Carries. Okay. Town staff updates.
Just a reminder, the bike rides on Saturday, 25th, 8 o'clock for registration. We take off at 8:30. So far, we have 31 registered on event. So we're going to keep posting. You all have a flyer, so if you want to spread that out, spread the word. And we're working on a bike route right now, so once I have that, I'll forward it to all of you.
This one's from Veterans Park.
Yes, the Veterans Park parking lot.
yeah, I'm gonna, we haven't done one in a long time, I think, from Veterans Park, so. Unfortunately, I'll be out of town. I won't be able to make it, so we're sat to that. But I'm sure it'll be great. Anything else? No? All right, moving on to old business. 7A, ways to beautify on the Palmetto Expressway, Mr. Estrada,
So in a holding pattern,
still holding? Okay, so, my chart out here. Okay, so Heather, just so you know, some of these items that we're still, as Estrada said, we're holding, so what we're doing, so the same that has happened in the past where we remove it and nothing, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Right,
And before you know it, a year later, 7 months later, it's like, all right, well, what happened? No, well, it kind of just gets lost in the cloud.
Yeah.
So what we do is we're just gonna keep it there, right? Until we receive update, until of course, then we really hit a brick wall and say, okay, look, there's nothing further that we can do. So that's what we do in a lot of these items, just so we don't forget that they're there brewing. Right, so we'll table that one. We're on, there's no, okay, the Aiden Perry Hero Life Ring Initiative,
okay,
the letter,
well,
yes.
you all should have a copy of the draft letter, with your agenda. You guys want to take a moment to review it, see what you think. I know we've been waiting on this for a little bit. But yeah, feel free. I can read it also.
That was a go for you.
Yeah, how
Instead of-
about that? Okay. Dear members of the town council, on behalf of the Miami Lakes Neighborhood Improvement Committee, we are writing to express our disappointment with the decision to raise sponsorship funds for the Aiden Perry Hero Life Ring Initiative rather than allocating town funds to cover the modest cost of this important project. This initiative honors the heroic actions and memory of Aiden Spencer Perry, a high school student who tragically lost his life while attempting to save a man from drowning on April 19, 2022 in Sunrise, Florida. While walking his dog with his mother, Aiden witnessed a vehicle crash into a pond. Hearing the driver call for help, Aiden handed his phone to his mother to contact 911 and courageously entered the water to assist. Tragically, both the driver and Aiden submerged and did not survive. Aiden's bravery, selflessness, and sacrifice embody the highest ideals of community service and heroism. Each life ring costs $395, and we're seeking to place them in just 5 strategic locations within our community. It is worth mentioning that other municipalities, including Fort Lauderdale, the city of Doral, and Coral Springs, have successfully implemented similar initiatives without hesitation, recognizing the importance of prioritizing community safety and honoring individuals like Aiden. Miami Lakes has the opportunity to join these cities in setting an example of leadership and compassion. The Neighborhood Improvement Committee firmly believes that honoring Aiden Perry's legacy with dignity requires the town's full backing. By allocating the necessary funds. The town council could demonstrate its commitment to community safety and to celebrating actions of a young hero who made the ultimate sacrifice. We urge the council to reconsider its decision and provide the funding required for this initiative. It is a small but meaningful way to ensure that Aiden's legacy inspires others while contributing to the safety of our waterways. Thank you for your attention to this matter. We look forward to your support. Honoring Aiden.
I was serious.
I motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
That's very, that's it, there's nothing really, I mean, honestly, I'm going to express once again. The same disappointment that I expressed the first meeting that this was brought onto my, it was embarrassing. It really was embarrassing that this took that path that it took. I mean, if you told me that this was thousands and thousands of dollars, I get it, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people lose their lives, and I understand that, maybe the town looked at it as, every time somebody dies in the middle of a hurricane, we're not gonna go ahead and, these are the taxpayers' money. I get that part, but this is not the case. So again, thank you. Appreciate it, Helen. The letter is perfect, and we'll make sure we include this at our next report to council meeting.
Do we want, I mean, I put, do we want to put like everyone's name or just the neighborhood improvement committee?
No, yeah, we're just a neighborhood improvement community that I don't believe there's anybody here that has a different
Okay.
opinion or a mindset on this. Yes, at the end, it can be signed, and then once you have it, typically what I do is I sign off on it,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
Most of them agreed to support it.
Not everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no most of it. Everybody agreed.
That-
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
serious case.
I recommend no.
Well, it's gonna be presented at the next report to, NXT report to council. So with the report, I'm gonna present this in there.
You drafted this on?
I'm sorry?
You drafted this?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good job. Very good job.
Thank you.
All right, so any additional discussions?
I think what I will do, there's one word I want to remove, recent decision, so I'll just remove recent, and I'll modify the ending. So it just says sincerely, neighborhood improvement committee, and I'll send it to Isabella, so we're good with that.
Yep. Once you send it to me,
Okay.
and I'll sign it and send it back to you. I'll have a copy with me the day that I report to council, and, you know, we'll put it part of the, report.
So,
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Oh, he got, second.
He said it.
Oh, you second, okay.
Against? No, the ayes have it. All right, lake awareness and how to protect our waterways. Ms. Salazar.
Okay, our last meeting, I spoke about, I mean, I think to you this set of times, so I don't know, like, our stage we're in. We will need them, okay. At the last meeting, we talked about the memo about the fertilizer ordinance. And I think that one was approved. It was the other one that was, had to change, some wording. So I think you're submitting it, I think it's council meeting was submitted.
Well, it's not the next council meeting, it's our next report to council, NIC report to council, yes. So,
So the memo was approved and, like I said, it's 30% of the.
okay, so it's ready to go, I remember it right, so,
Do you want me to, cause I wrote it, so I don't have a copy of it.
who has a cup?
No, when I was submitted to her. Do you have a copy of that memo? No, okay, I'll forward it to
okay,
you.
perfect, thank you.
I just sent it to her, and by the way, I wouldn't mind at all, Felicia, if you're present that day, and I don't mind at all you reading on it and talking about it, coming up to the podium. Same thing, Helen, I know we talked about it, that you wanted to be present as well. I have no problem you coming up to the podium and, you know, read the letter and express, yes.
For,
For the report to council, I remember
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had talked about, you say, hey, you know, if I recall correctly, you said,
such an honor.
yes, of course, no, listen. Were you set up for, what, do you have it there? I don't have it, when do we report to council?
Report April 15th, and then the report is due the 4th.
Got it, so we report to council April, so that means that we will approve the report in the March meeting.
Okay, so this letter, we wanna wait until then, or do we wanna send it earlier?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
I'll say we send it early.
I said in the meantime, right, I said in the meantime, yes.
You
Go,
can finalize it, and I submit it to the town clerk, so
Correct.
it's part of the agenda. for that.
Yes, definitely.
right,
We
but
wanna
no,
be present at that meeting, I guess.
right, that's what I'm saying,
Right.
correct, if we could be present there, you know, to show support. But I think what Helen's saying is, the prior to the meeting,
Mhm.
to submit it through the court and to the council. So that way, they'll see it,
Mhm.
so maybe they can take some action prior to that
Right,
meeting.
yeah.
Maybe management,
Mhm.
city manager can, you know, make some kind of decision there, or
Mhm.
executive decision, I don't know really that portion,
Maybe-
how it works. And then that way we don't have to wait, you know, 4 months, or 3 months now for them to approve this.
Yeah, maybe there's a grant
So
or a
this
sponsor
one-
opportunity for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we wouldn't,
No, I'm so sorry, go ahead.
no, I wouldn't say is we wouldn't want to, the letter to be sitting in the clerk's file until the
Mhm.
meeting, so if we can get it to them sooner. Like Rudy said, maybe they'll, one of them will sponsor or put an agenda. so.
Okay. I can check on that for you.
And beyond the agenda, I think what Helen's point is, maybe there's a way that they can decide, or the manager can decide to allocate those funds without having to wait for the meeting. I think that's what you were coming, right?
Correct.
So yeah, so the moment you,
On the letter.
the what?
The language to the letter, ask. Well, I think you asked.
I think, you know, I think with a letter, it's if anything, Isabella, would it be possible that when you do submit it, let them know that it's, you know, the wishes of the committee, that this could be done prior, okay, to or sooner than later?
Right. I can give you an answer on that. I communicate with the town clerk and.
No,
then
no,
the
just
town
your
clerk
message.
Communicates, you know, with council. I can keep that language in the email.
Right, that's what I'm saying. No, I know you can. No, just a language because.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do this, when we do the report to council, we're gonna
No, you.
read it there.
Right.
However,
You're supposed to-
when you, once it's signed, then just send it directly to them and just put it in there, you know, the count, yep.
Yeah.
The neighborhood committee, right, which is, if this can be addressed before the council meeting.
Okay,
That's the whole idea, correct?
Yeah,
No, but we know you can,
yeah,
correct.
okay.
All right, so nothing to do with the legal awareness, Ms. Salazar?
Yeah, just basically, the memo was approved, so it's just a matter of, you're gonna do what you in the package. for
Okay.
the next report.
So do we keep this for the next meeting or no, that should be it? We'll continue to bring it back? I said keep it here until after, well, until after April.
Yeah.
After that report, then we'll have an update.
Yeah,
If they approve, not approve.
The budget ordinance. And then the other one about, this is the 7H, item 7.
Right, okay. All right, 7D, beautification and remaining electrical boxes. So there was an email, huh? They're not here, but there was an email.
I didn't. No, I can try to pull it
Yeah,
up here.
because I have a question and a concern.
Let's see. If you wanted to discuss other things while I'm pulling up, emailing if you.
That's all right, we're not in a hurry.
Okay.
Have you all seen the?
Take your time.
No.
The what?
Let's see.
Yes.
I
Sí, yo digo, solo la vi, sí.
Okay, let me.
And look, I just saw it, because I kept it here, so the bike ride that's on the 25th. On Eventbrite, it says from 8:30 to 9 AM.
Okay, so it's Eventbrite, okay, I can,
Yes.
yeah, I'll talk to you Dallas about that, so she can provide it.
For April 5th, that says 8 AM.
Yeah, the April 5th flyer hasn't been made yet.
We're bringing 7C back to the next meeting. Or next-
Yes. Same as. And I would say bring back 7B too. Keep it there until, keep it there until we,
So we have 4 designs that I was given, I don't know which one you all want to do.
just pick one.
Yeah, they're different, one is the army, the other one is firefighters and police, I don't know what the other one is.
We have the firefighter one.
My concern is, and my question is, why the flower?
The guns are pretty.
The roses,
Yeah, the roses. Always.
Peas?
I would.
It
so I have to
softens it a little
talk to the
bit.
designer, I'm not sure what,
No, but
the
it's,
flowers.
it's symbolic with the blue. I mean, I like the ribbon, the, you know, the
Flag.
that with colors. But I don't know, I know it.
I agree with her though, I agree. And that rose on the bottom, now that you look at it, really it doesn't connect, in my opinion. I'm with you.
I don't think I like the like big gun in the center, to be honest, like just like. to have
The
it-
sun in there,
Yeah. I don't know.
he looks, he's ready to fight.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that. I don't know. I just think
The aggressive,
especially with all the shootings,
approach?
like, Yeah, I don't know if that's like the message we want.
I'm
They're
definitely,
not-
yeah, you know what, I'm definitely, now I see that, I'm with Salazar, that those roses really don't, unless we could get a message from her as to what was her thought process, right?
Yeah.
Or inspiration, me, I agree with you, it doesn't,
But
yeah, it doesn't go,
When you explain the art is, you know.
right, right,
You know, impact you and speak to you.
right.
I mean, if it was a cow, maybe we would. like,
Yeah,
if
the
it's a
cow.
What are you doing, Jesus?
I think they all.
Juan, what do you think?
Make
I'd
that.
rather trees than roses.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
what-
if you're-
Yeah, it makes it, yeah, there's, yeah. No, I agree. It softens up I think what Hammond said, right? It softens some more of the image, but I don't think that's the idea of that image,
What-
to
what
soften it up.
Then now that's him
What is the
all.
one behind the one with the?
All the way to the right?
rifle? Is
This
that
one?
For the right,
no,
the first responders or
the same picture that you were showing.
the military one?
Yeah, it looks like it has one of those rocket launchers.
It does look like.
Like,
Where?
no,
That
that
one.
one.
The
That one.
That one, yeah, look. what
Where's
is
the
it?
rocket launch? No, that's not a rocket. That's a machine gun.
Machine gun?
I mean, yeah, that's,
It look like a terror.
that's a rifle. Yeah, no, it
It's
doesn't.
gonna blow up.
No,
City
it
Hall.
look like, it doesn't look like a rocket launch. You
It
see it,
also
right?
doesn't have color, so it's
No,
kind
it's
of
it's
hard.
part of
Right.
the, it's the-
Tell.
They could just
The
put like
fire.
a nice background, you know, that helps the images. I mean, I do, you know, I'm telling you this because I've seen designs and
I think that
so
one.
maybe abstract.
No.
The flowers.
Yeah, I think so. The
Right,
background is
okay.
okay. The
The
background is not
roses.
bad. I think the flowers are definitely the ones that we need to know.
I like the eagle, the flag, the planes.
The
Yeah, the
butter.
ship on the back, all of that looks good. Yeah, the flowers.
Ship doesn't relate that much to.
Well, because it's military. Yeah, you have air, right? You have air, sea, and
See.
Five branches.
yeah, but they're covering three:
There,
land, sea, and air, right?
and the eagle, all of them.
And the,
My biggest thing with that is just like, I
It's
think
gun.
the gun is a little too aggressive.
I agree. So maybe just move it a little bit behind the helmet. It's. You're right. Back here, kind of like the other guy,
Yeah, I don't
or in
know.
the front too.
I'm more okay with the one behind than the one in the front.
How many traffic boxes is it?
Removing.
Is it one, well, obviously one is gonna get applied to each or?
Well, I think this one, we're targeting that fire station. The one that's right across from the fire station?
Remind me next try?
Yeah. Next to the Palmetto?
They're gonna look just like that, plain with like a switch.
No.
These are
There's
just-
colors. There's gonna be colors.
Oh, they're gonna call it.
No, they're gonna color, yeah. Which, by the way, yeah, why didn't they bring it in color? To just want to first,
Color.
so they wanted to make sure it was okay with this and then colorize it after.
Right, so. I'll go back and ask about the flowers and then if possible, I'm not sure if any further edits can be made. I'm not promising.
I mean, my recommendation.
Oh, this is the final?
I don't know, I'm gonna.
I think.
check.
that-
Oh,
I
okay,
don't know.
okay.
I just, if no edits can be made, I don't wanna promise anything about the
Of course.
flowers.
Just let them know that the lower right corner needs to be blue.
I'll ask
Lower
about
right
the
corner, what's in the lower right corner?
main concern
what?
is this gun,
The ship?
Yeah, the guy with the.
the
right.
gun,
Oh, but that's not lower right corner.
That's
the middle.
Yeah, it's the middle.
Yeah.
You take the flower, the only thing savable there is the ship.
Yeah, definitely, I think find out because we may be opinioning about this. There's no change. Definitely the flowers and the gun.
Yeah, I can ask about that.
That one.
I'll ask you.
The background is nice. I think the
I like
background.
the background.
I think people are fine with that.
Which one?
And then the other one?
The
Can you
artist-
show the one all the way to the right?
They can move the
Fire,
soldier. the
So
other
there's
one.
two firefighters?
No, this, I think they're first
This one's a
responders. So this is police and the other one is,
No, there's two fire, the one on the left is fire also.
which one's on that fire? No, there's no fire there.
One,
This one's the same one.
oh, it's the same one open
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, cop car to open this.
And do we know why? How many are they? Do we have those down in the notes?
That's
Here it
from-
is.
Yeah, that's from
This
before.
Oh, there's
one's
one.
the-
What is that?
Yeah, I guess the roses are part of the
It's
motif.
all part of four,
Yeah.
yeah, all
Like
four. of
connecting
them.
it all.
This is what the other one
Yeah, the
is.
roses
Isabel,
are
do you
part of
know how many
the-
were they? Do you have that number?
I would have to check with Isle. I don't know where we are, how,
Who's the
now, I was
architect,
given
right?
these 4
You know
designs.
who they are?
They're so similar.
I'm just gonna ask which one of the.
Well, here, the question is, one is,
many
how many are they? Two, where was finally the location? I really don't recall. And depending on that, I presume, because now you have 3 first responders, 2 fires, 1 police, um, and then the other one's the military.
Right. I
Okay.
don't have that info.
All right, definitely the roasters, we need a little more feedback on that.
I'll try to find.
Yeah, there's
out.
fire.
Like a feedback to like something else.
No, I think
Or the
just removing,
connection.
they're fine, just removing the roasters. I think we're good with the designs.
Okay. That
Like
would be
those-
removed.
those could become like-
And then you're done.
Guns and flowers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Guns N' Roses. There we go. That's where it's from.
Yes.
There it is. That answers our questions. Guns N' Roses. Wow. Okay. Right. The next one is, we're moving on
Do
to
we need to
7.
vote on that or no?
No, I don't think so.
Just a comment that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feedback.
that's pretty simple.
All right, 7E, ways to connect to the community. So we were gonna discuss that last time, but
Yeah, we
we were, since you missed that meeting, we didn't,
Listen.
we didn't wanna, we're good. We didn't wanna proceed with that, because I know we talked about the different ideas that we had and all of that, so,
Yeah, the topic for HOA assessment, new laws, drainage issues, subterranean utility issues. And then there was a recommendation to add a survey to the town website for this one.
Okay, wait, let me. Okay, let me think you can change. What meeting dates?
Item 17.
No, I know, but it's.
that's what we needed to, right, we needed to kind of like choose the dates
Yeah,
to see when we were gonna have it,
oh, for the HOA. We
correct,
were gonna combine it all
right?
into one.
Right.
Okay, so
We
I
have
mean,
to pick a date.
that's connected to item F as well. Maybe we wait for F to talk about HOA and E, anything beyond HOA. Any other ways that we want to connect with the community? Do we still want to do that survey? I think after that meeting, I checked, because like people constantly give their feedback on the Facebook group. It's pretty consistent with like what people, like the changes that they're listening for. Something that stood out to me is like, obviously, like there's just so many sidewalk issues, like that's like the biggest, yes. Like,
Wow, I didn't know it was that big.
right,
Because of the roots.
roots, I think because of the blastings and stuff in different parts of the town.
Forget that.
I don't know if we need a survey, or maybe we just need to monitor that group a little bit more and kind of come to these meetings like. With understanding like, hey, we need to kind of review this and see if there's anything that we can
Right.
do.
Yeah, another complaint that I've heard is that some of the sidewalks are not just the cracks, it's that they're slipping. And they need to be,
Are they not pressure cleaned?
I heard that.
So it's a trip hazard. Very slimy. Okay,
So.
so HOA we got,
We're gonna add
then-
that to- Okay.
what we have here. Are the HOAs, new laws, drainage issues. Subterranean utility issues. And then the survey. But I think you have a point. I think the survey is probably, maybe it's gonna take us out there
Mhm.
too much. I mean, I think those topics to start off with are fine. Other than that, we would have to ask town staff, you know, what are the most complaints that you get here?
Yeah.
I think there's an answer.
What is
But
that?
we don't have the record,
Is that?
but we don't have
still
access
in
to
use?
that app.
I believe it still is on.
It's still in use?
Connect,
No, it's not an app anymore. I think it's a website. Everything got updated. I think it's a website.
Isabel, do you know how do we report issues to the town?
Go to the
They
website.
have
the
new-
website.
like the
No, it's a
Updated
website,
their
yes, it's a
website.
website. I remember
I
like
think it was
talking about it.
Miami Lakes.
I'll be linked on the town of Miami.
Fix it to that.
Tree concerns, submit a request. Okay.
I think that's everything.
Infrastructure issues, tree issues, pedestrian perspective, code violation.
So you know what? You know what would be good? Can we get a report
I think I like that idea.
from last year on that platform where people send their requests on issues that they have?
Mm,
I think that will be a definitely good start.
I actually think that's a great idea,
Yeah.
because it's already people, yeah, it's people.
Yeah, reporting,
Sending their
correct,
requests.
correct, my sidewalk, my this, my that.
And we already had the data, it's just selecting which one is.
And I would say that that has been functioning more than 6 months, if I remember correctly. So just 12 months of reporting should be fine. January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. So I said, let's table this one, let's wait for that report,
Okay,
and then we go from there.
awesome. Okay, next item, HOA meeting,
I think these two both go together.
we can combine them.
It's really unusual.
I think it's okay to separate them. just keep
Yeah?
them Separate, yeah. I know that we talked about it in 7E, but I think we can separate the
Because
topics.
it says the logistics of how to break it in.
70 is the one that we're waiting, we're gonna get the report. on.
Right.
The report, correct. And so F will keep it to just the HOA meeting, which makes sense, because I think 7E, like, it's not just the HOA meeting, that way this one can be a little bit more specific.
So we want to make this the HOA meetings because I was under the impression that one of the reasons why we're getting this feedback from
Oh, I see what you're
community
saying.
is to
Or-
have, that's correct,
Correct.
is to have a topic for the HOA meetings.
Correct. Okay, so I guess we'll table this,
Right,
right? Okay, so we'll table 7F,
correct,
so that we can pick the topics
Right.
based on the report. Okay.
correct. The illegal dumping by Northwest 92nd Avenue. Do we know about that? Cause I think, who was the one,
I think that was Mario's side,
It was.
and I think that, he report, if I remember correct, recall correctly, he reported that.
No, that
that-
was.
Those-
Me. So it had my name, but I don't remember ever.
No, it was
talking about
Mario.
It was Mario.
It was Mario?
Yeah. It had my name, but I don't ever recall like, talking about this, I'll be
Oh,
honest.
okay.
And I think that portion belongs to the dot, so.
I think he did mention something like that, it did not belong to us. Right?
Oh, no, that's the green space.
No, that's H.
Oh,
That's H.
oh, that's H.
That's the one I'm
So,
working on the.
92nd, is that by Bowman?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that was,
that was
I
Mario.
think that was
It's
Mario
Mario.
It was.
too, yeah,
Okay, alright, so I said motion to remove.
okay.
Second.
Any additional comments, discussions? No? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
I.
Against? All right, the ayes have it, and I'll call them on the side and I'll ask them to see if we're still having that issue. If we do, then maybe we'll bring it back.
Okay.
And then, item 7H, green space near Northwest 87th Avenue.
That one, I took it since Mario, resigned to run for office. I actually spoke to him to make sure, since this was his item and he was not a member of the committee anymore,
Right,
was to, help with the verbiage of the memo. And I presented it last time and there was like a tweak, there was something to clarify. So that's what I said in the minutes, page. Yeah, review the NSC memo to the council requesting for a green space. Recommendation was made to add wording. Clarification purposes and the request motion to the memo to the council, so I'm going, it has been changed, it's just that. We'll print it and.
so the comments for this one will be table the item, and then we'll have the memo at the next meeting for review.
Make the.
What's up, what's up? Okay, let the record show that Mr. Frank, correct?
Okay, yeah, I think I have the copy with the markup,
Okay,
so I'll bring it back next. Yeah.
all right, so just basically on the nose, the
The
memo will,
revised,
Revised
words,
memo.
memo will be presented in the
Revised
memo.
wording. By Felicia, correct.
Yeah, I'll put in the agenda, so I'm sorry, next to it. Okay. We're going to new business. Eight A, NIC report to council. So one item we're gonna report to council is gonna be item A. Okay, we're gonna report to council also 7A, I'm sorry. These are the items that we're gonna add so we can, what exactly you guys want to see on that report to council. So 7B.
Oh, 7B. Okay,
Yes,
7B.
7B. Then
7C.
7C.
And 7H.
7H, got it. Anything else? No? Alright.
Can you repeat those again?
Yes. So the report, we want to add 7B, which is, I mean, you just copy and paste the,
Yeah.
then 7C,
Mhm.
7H.
Those
Okay.
two lines are removed.
Drop that, and then bring that back to the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay, anything else there? Nope.
No.
We'll go to 7C,
8C.
sorry, AC. Election of the office positions. Yeah, you can sorry.
Nominate Rudy. Chair.
Second.
No, he needs to accept first.
Yes. Oh, boy, I accept the nomination. Thank you, Jesus. I'm coming back for you.
Make a second.
Can you make it say, well, let's finish on that.
Second.
So
Second.
second by Helen. Okay, all in favor, any discussions? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against? Thank you, guys. It's an honor to go another year. You know, I would say 11 years in county, so yeah, 11 years already in this committee, so
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
you're welcome, you're welcome. It's good, it's
I think
we are.
They're gonna put you on a traffic box.
I'm good, I don't want to, I don't want to be in the truck. I'm good. That's not, you know, yes, I'm not, but. Okay, I have a nomination for vice chair, Mr. Jesus Mendoza.
second.
No, he needs to accept
Oh,
the,
that's right, that's right.
the nomination. Accept, wait, but they didn't hear you, for the record, he accepts, okay, good. Anybody else, nomination for vice chair? Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, Ms. Salazar, second. Any additional comments? No? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against? No? All right, so the only left, it's,
Secretary. Yeah, nobody
the
was
secretary,
Oh,
okay, you'll be happy?
I
Awesome.
nominate Helen Roldan for secretary.
I accept.
I second that. Any additional comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, yeah, against? No, you guys haven't. I think that's pretty much. Look, I want to say it's tough what we do, you know, as committee members. You know, sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes we have 100 agenda items to tackle, and sometimes we don't. So I think I can say it for this committee. We've had some good things put out there. And we're gonna continue on having good things to put out there. We're not the committee that strives for bringing 100 items, to the council and get them all approved. I think we're more of taking precise, very thoughtful and meticulous steps when we put something, and when we do, they're strong steps. And I think we're very successful throughout the years, and we're going to continue on doing it. So we've always had very good dynamics in our committees. Every time I hear the stories in other committees and people fighting and arguing and that person, we've been fortunate enough, knock on wood, that we've been blessed, that we've never really had that. And I must say that I'm very blessed to have committee members like that too. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. I really, really appreciate it. Sometimes we may not have the quorum, but we're still staying strong, and I'm gonna continue staying here as long as God and you guys allow it. So that being said, we're moving on to announcements. So with regards to announcement, if we can please add for the next meeting to add on the agenda the not installment, but when you restating
Mhm.
of what were they called? Advisory boards
Mhm.
for the lakes maintenance. Not sure if you guys heard what was going on last year, but the council, the prior council, before they departed, members that departed, or that council pretty much went by the majority of them, and then new ones came in, they voted against removing these advisory boards for the lakes and for the guardhouses, which I believe are the rurals. I wasn't very pleased to hear that at all, and I came to the meetings. I expressed my feelings on this. I was one of the ones who started the whole neighborhood improvement committees. Excuse me. The special taxing districts. And the purpose for these special taxing districts is because, especially for the lakes, Lake Hill and Lake Patricia, we did not have an HOA that will kind of control the funding, collection process, and the maintenance of the lakes. So it was a long process. It took me and the other owners over 2-year process, between knocking on every door, signing petitions, holding meetings in my house. It was a long process, and I must say, to say the least, I was very sad, because apparently there were some issues on the side of the guardhouses, where now, and don't quote me on this because I did not participate in all these meetings, fundings were being utilized for things that were really not intended. It was just a huge mess. So I presume that the thought process for the council was that you want to deal with the headaches, that you want to deal with all these complaints and all these problems. So they say, we're going to take it away. And of course, by taking it away, now the consequences of these guardhouses fed into the special taxing districts for the lake maintenance. So they say, well, if one is not going to have it, then it's not going to have it all. So they felt that they were going to have better control if they had the same system, which in part, I agree that, it could be challenging having 1 or 2 entities with that process and the rest of them, they don't. I don't agree with that. It pretty much, even though they expressed that, yes, we're still going to listen to the people, and the people can show up and give us our feedback. It's not the same. It's not the same if somebody goes to a meeting or sends an email and that website says, we have an issue with roofing or sidewalks, that if there's a letter, right, representing our view to the council. In my opinion, it's got a little more weight. Same thing that these advisory boards, because they really, at the end of the day, they have no power, right? They will meet, they will decide, like here, decide on things that should be done, and then that information will be given to the council, and the council will ultimately vote on it. But it's the same thing with the budget, right? You have all these budget workshop meetings. You can probably go in there and count with 2 hands how many people show up to these budget workshops. The same thing would happen with this, right? They're gonna have their meetings, they're gonna talk about it, and a handful of people are gonna show up. So I want to talk on the last meeting a little more details, and I'm probably gonna reach out to a few of these individuals that were not very happy, that were a little more involved, just so they can speak to you guys. And then we'll get the feedback to see if the neighborhood improvement committee can basically write a letter, and I don't have a problem in drafting that letter, telling the council, look, we're in favor of what the idea of these boards were. If it's not, I'm okay with that too. I'm still gonna speak personally on that matter, but I still would like to bring it to you guys, and would love to hear your feedback. So that's pretty much it.
And which one were the ones that were dissolved? The one for the
All-
special taxi district?
all of them.
And the one for the.
All of them. Well, the special taxing districts were not dissolved. What was dissolved, it was the advisory boards, which was the Royal Oaks that have them. And then the special taxing district for the lake maintenance was the 2 lakes, Lake Hilda and Lake Patricia.
No, it looks like one.
Oh, like-
Lagoma has it, and the one back there by Veterans Park too.
Veterans Park. Yeah, I forgot.
There's like 3
There's,
special taxi districts.
I know the one that had the issue
Mr. Royal.
something A. I think I don't quote me on that. Section A, can that? Sounds like a, no, okay, but again, I was a little disappointed. Perfect example, which I will be doing, you go by Lake Patricia now, and I don't know if it was a cause of this or not, but you look at the beach area and now the weeds are crawling out. Okay, so it's not the same. It really is not the same. So, but again, I'm gonna bring it on the next meeting. We'll have few people talking that have been a little more involved, and if you guys feel yes, it's something that we can stay behind it because it's part of improving our neighborhood and just giving that voice to our residents, then yes. If not, then I'm okay with it. I'll still go up and try to fight to reinstate these boards. All right, any other? Yes,
Will that, I'm still trying to get spun up on this, is a busy time of year with changeover administration stuff, so my head's swimming, but I just got put on my radar a meeting that's happening tomorrow, a workshop, Lake HOA related. Is anybody else familiar?
No.
No, it's happening here.
No.
I need to reread the email. I was hoping to talk to somebody about, it, but okay,
yeah, no.
never mind.
Is the town council quarterly meeting?
Oh, okay, maybe it's an agenda item on them specific to lakes and their HOAs
When is that, next week?
tomorrow.
Well, March is there.
Oh, tomorrow.
Or tomorrow, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Is that the new
Thursday,
dates?
the town council workshop.
Oh, workshop. Oh, how about they change the dates?
Yeah.
It's
the
the
council
neighborhood
meeting is-
service district, so Miami Lakes.
That's it.
One, Buffalo, Men, Royal Oaks.
Oh, there it is.
Royal Oaks
Okay,
East,
and what time?
Hilda, Lake Patricia, 6:30 to 8:30.
Is Catherine on there?
No,
Okay.
I don't know if Lake Catherine is that included in Miami Lakes
That's
section
the
one?
problem. They set up the
one is
meetings at a
that?
time where people who work can get their own time.
What time does it start though?
6:30.
And that's a decent time. So there goes. That's a meeting. I would have loved to be there and see how many people are gonna show up
I'm getting ready to take over for
for an HOA.
the Lake Catherine one. And,
Okay.
The guy that runs it now is he's a good thorough guy, a little bit eccentric, but he was very
So
concerned about the meeting tomorrow. I think he might be relieved that I can tell him it doesn't apply to Lake Catherine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to the,
yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. These were the special taxing districts.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what they're doing. They're holding a workshop meeting, I guess, to get everybody.
Some of those,
no. Yeah. Mhm.
Cornish ways were dissolved because of the lack of interest by the residents or so forth. Is there a way to, move back? Because I think it's important, each lake, I mean, I don't belong to any, I live right next to Lake Martha, but, that distinct, area. Is making sure that everybody. Because it's, Lake Patricia is not in that, how do the people in Lake Patricia, even in.
Yeah, Lake Patricia, I live in Lake Patricia.
To know what's going on, but yet they're not having that.
Well, this is my point exactly. Where was that advertised?
I did, he sent it to me and he is the most untechnologically savvy person, so
There must
when
be
that popped
flyers.
on my radar, I was like, how did you? Was it a bird that dropped off the?
But this is my point exactly.
Oh, it might have been in the Laker. Maybe.
Probably is, but again, this is my point exactly.
It's not on the calendar.
If you have,
It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
it seems like.
so if you have this advisory board, and the advisory board, know what's going on, and if the other residents unfortunately cannot make it or did not see that notice, at least you have representation there.
Mhm.
But if you're not publicly noticing, meaning, or they're probably filling, those check boxes where we post it online, we put it on the Laker, it's done, that's it, we don't do a mail out, and I get it too. The mail out, the whole, but this is the point exactly, but again, right, so we're good. Any other comments? Yes,
For the bike rides, is it only gonna be the one on the 25th and the one in April?
yes,
Okay.
yes, unfortunately, we're broke this year.
Budget,
Are you gonna
budget
try to
cutbacks.
Should, yeah. What are they gonna say? No?
Should that be an item for next,
I put it on there, put bike ride and put,
That's what-
request additional funding.
Yeah, but that comes when we put together the budget, that's what you're asking me.
Right, where the part of the budget is already done, if we're gonna ask for additional funding,
for this year?
it would be this year,
This
right?
right here.
It would have to be when we report to council, right?
No, we don't know. We didn't want the workshop. Home improvement, home
Right.
improvement.
Did we, I don't remember if we awarded anyone last year for the,
I never heard anything about it.
Beautification.
yeah,
We did.
we did?
Well, they won. I don't know if you awarded them.
All right, any other announcements? No? Thank you again, guys. I really appreciate you guys, coming back. Coming to our meetings, and we'll see what 2025 has for us. So I motion to adjourn. It's 9:29.
Second.
Second by Helen. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against? You guys have it.